Happy Friday. This is your girl, Stephanie A. Wynn. I am coming to you live on this Friday, and we have a special guest today, the lovely Miss Lolita Dash Pitts. And wait, before we even introduce Miss Lolita, I want you all to know that this is Black History Month. Every day is Black History, and I am super excited because every day is Black History for us, right? If you are of color and you are impacting and empowering those around you in a positive way, that's Black History, right? So today, though, our topic today, if you have a friend that has a business, right? If you have a friend that's in business, if you have a business, if you are an independent contractor, if you are a solopreneur, you want to tune into this live, grab your pen, grab your friends, tell a friend to tell a friend, bring a friend, invite a friend, tag, share, whatever you need to do, but you need to be in the building today. So we're going to invite, I'm going to introduce Miss Lolita. Now, let me tell you about Miss Lolita Dash Pitts. She is the founder of Atilol Consulting Solutions, right? And some of you may be asking, well, what is Atilol? Well, that's her name spelled backwards. Lolita is Atilol, right? And Atilol Consulting Solutions provides business tools and resources and essential needs for business owners, right? And that is small businesses, solopreneurs, independent contractors. They provide friendly and professional services to all of those who need assistance with navigating them through the process of creating and maintaining a sustainable business. Sustaining, because you want to be in business to sustain yourself, not just to be in business just to because just just to say you got a business. But today's topic is we're going to talk about certifying, the reason why you need to have your business certified. And a lot of people may be like, what are you talking about? We're going to get right into it. So without further ado, we're going to welcome Miss Lolita. Thank you, Miss Lolita, for tuning in today. Welcome.
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you.
So, Miss Lolita, we're gonna talk about Atilol Consulting Solutions. So tell us
All right.
what and before we get into it, I want to give a shout out to our Facebook listeners. If you are tuning in live, Facebook listeners, thank you for tuning in. Miss Lolita, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to share this live with you so you could tag your audience in this discussion this morning, because I think it's so important that we educate our people today. It's going to be good today.
Exactly. Today is a good day. It's
Today
a
is
good
a good day. So, all right. So I'm going to share this I'm going to share this in your messenger, Miss Lolita.
Okay.
And then you can share it into your all right, there we go. So your Facebook Messenger. So let's see. We have who's commented. Good morning. Good morning. Somebody has commented already. Thank you for tuning in. Listen, today is gonna be a good
Yes.
show. That's Crystal. Hey, Crystal, I need another tree. I need another tree of life. Okay, so good morning, beautiful. Good morning. So we're gonna get started. So Miss Lolita, talk about what started the Atilol? What made you start Atilol Consulting Solutions?
Well, helping and providing information to people has always been a passion of mine. I've been a community service activist for as an executive director, as a community leader state. So, I've always had this passion, the courage to just go on my own and just say, I'm going to tackle things impactful, and I want to make a difference. So I decided, in the midst of everything that was going on, in 1st of 2020, I decided to go with my dreams and my start my own business. As I said, I have been doing it almost 4 years now, so it's second nature to me. But I wanted myself to forefront so that I could have control over what and the outcomes, and have more of a personal relationship rather than doing it holistically as a community. I have a serving spirit and heart, and I just want to help and motivate people to be live or professionally.
Gotcha. Gotcha. That's awesome. So let's get into today's topic, because I think this is really going to be good, because you're passionate about what you do. You want to help the community with getting their business set up the right way. And listen, Atilol Consulting Solutions, she didn't tell y'all what listen, y'all. Miss Lolita does the very best in her what she does, and she's really serious about what she do. Passion. I think passion is an understatement when it comes to what Miss Lolita does, because she is truly intentional about what she do. The integrity that she has, that she pushes behind Atilol Consulting Solutions. But I'm not just saying that, but I'm saying it because I see her. I see how she moves forward. So we're going to talk about today's topic, and the reason why we're talking about this is because a lot of business owners, Miss Lolita, um, we talk about this all the time, how we could better serve our community. But what is certification? What is that? What does that mean? I want to break it down, like meet the people where they are. When we talk about certifying your business, what are we talking about exactly, without like telling everything, but giving them an overview?
Well, certification is basically validation that um, you're an expertise, or you have knowledge in whatever that arena is, whether it's keeping, record keeping, taxes, or whatever. That certification just has that extra validation that, look, I'm a reputable business or individual, and I'm able to do and competent to do business with you. And it
Mhm.
gives you that extra edge. It helps you stand out. Business opens the door to various unlimited various resources
Mhm.
for you. So title, I mean, it's a title, and but it's not just with letters and, oh, I'm certified and I others behind me, but
Mhm.
it gives individuals that you're serving that you know your stuff, and
Mhm.
you're going to provide them with the best service possible.
Gotcha. Okay. So let's get into because you have an upcoming webinar that's coming up, and I want you to be able to talk about like what's going to be included in that. But let's talk about this. Like um what are the what benefits could help a business owner with when they certify their business? What's one of the
Okay.
benefits?
Well, one of the benefits is that it entitles you to apply for local, state, and federal grants and fundings. A lot of times when you're certified, especially if you're certified as a designated minority-owned woman business or a minority-owned business, then there's set-aside funding and grants specifically for those certifications. So again, it opens up the resources, whether it's funding, whether it's training opportunities, networking opportunities with other vendors and business owners. It opens that up for you. So a lot of funding is not available if you're not a certified business. So the funding, for one, um, of course, it gives you more exposure and opens your market base and your clientele,
Mhm.
because a lot of people want that assurance that
Mhm.
if they're reaching out to a business or an organization, they want that assurance they're certified and they know they're going to have a definite ROI, a positive ROI investment on return on their investment, and so
Mm-hmm.
they look for that. So some individuals won't even deal with you unless you have that certification designation.
Awesome, awesome. Welcome, Alton. I want to give a shout out to Kenya Allen. Thank you, Miss Kenya, for tuning in this morning. My brother Alton D. Walden the third. He said good day. He said good day, Queens. Good day. So that is awesome. So here's what I want to break this down for those who are in the back, people in the back that have a business, right? We have a business, but we just not quite doing business, right?
Mm,
We're really like hustling backwards, as I would say. And
yeah, yeah,
so I want to make sure that we are really, it's time for us to, we keep hearing that word, it's time, oh, I'm leveling up. But are
yeah.
you really leveling up? Do you really know that you can get your the AA certification, like with the SBA? Do you really know that you need these certifications position you in a way that where you could get the funding that you need, right? And
Mm,
so I think a lot of times we give up because we're looking for overnight success.
exactly.
We want these things to happen right now. And as you know, it takes effort and time. Even when you get frustrated, guess what? You got to continue to put in the work
Yes,
because
you
it's
do.
not just going to fall into your lap. So my next question is, Miss Lolita, we talked about, you stated that and I went ahead and I shared that with you on your page. I hope that it came up. I'm not sure, but you said yesterday that um it will increase your client and market base. And I think a lot of time that we'll say, I want more clients. I want more, I want to do more business. But who are you? Like, what do you have? And I think a lot of times certain clientele, maybe your ideal clientele, they may be corporations and they may require, like you said, some people won't even do business with you if you don't have the certification, right?
Exactly.
So my goal is we really have to set our people up to do better. I'm talking, and I'm gonna call it out because in order for us to do better, we have to set ourselves up the right way. If
That's true.
certification is in your, if you're wanting to get more government funding, government contracts, apply to bid on contracts. Do you have your certification? And they may be asking you questions like, do you have a SAM? I'm just
The
gonna put that out
same.
there, a Sam's ID number, right? And a
The
lot of people
DUNS
don't know
number.
what that
Yeah.
is, or a Duns and Bradstreet number. Some people don't have that. But before we get into that, I'm just talking about, like you said, Atilol Consulting Solutions provides record keeping, meaning getting your paperwork in order so that you could be prepared to file your taxes, right? Because a part of the certification, when you go and
It's,
let's say you go and you want to apply, maybe one of the government entities asks to see your tax returns from the
mhm.
previous year, right? Your business tax returns. Are you in a position to provide that?
That
So,
exactly.
and I wanted to bring you on because yeah, you provide, you help with doing the certifications for business, but Atilol Consulting Solutions is so much more than that.
More.
You
Yes, they
provide
are.
these people with tools and resources to help them sustain themselves so that they're not falling out, having a fit, saying, I'm this not working for me at the 6 o'clock hour, and now we giving up and starting something else. So Miss Lolita, like elaborate on the importance of having, let's go to record keeping, and then we're gonna really take them
Right.
home with the certification.
Okay. Sounds good, Stephanie. Exactly. Stephanie laid the foundation. Everything intermingles with everything. So you need to start with a solid foundation, and that's maintaining and keeping good, accurate records and receipts. A lot of us, due to time restraints or priorities, we feel we make purchases and we do transactions, and hey, they're throwing a receipt here or there. But it's important, and I can't stress that enough. It's important that your foundation is solid, because the same records and receipts and that information that you're doing for taxes and tax returns, those are primarily mimicking the documents that they're requesting for certification. So you're already one step ahead. If you're doing good record keeping and having those practices in place and a process in place, then you're one step ahead of transitioning for a certification. You don't have to be redundant and be going back and pulling records and files that you already have organized and in place, so that you can use that for that. So it's not just about keeping records for tax purposes. It's about any businesses. You should have a good manageable record keeping process in place. And I'm telling you, it would simplify all the other processes because you have that solid foundation. And as they say, garbage in, garbage out. And that is the truth. What you put in to your business, whether it's for your records, whether it's your finances, what you put in is what you're going to reap out. So you sow good seeds, you're going to harvest good seeds, or you're going to harvest plentiful and be prosperous. So it has to start at the foundation. It's really simple. Once you do have a process, it becomes second nature. You're mindful of it, and it's just a routine that, like they say, what is it? It's 21 days or 7 days to form a habit and 21 days to break it. Some of that nature. I may be misquoting, but basically that's what we got to do. Get in the mindset. And once you have your mindset and it becomes a routine, it makes it very, very easy. And the results are tremendous.
So that Miss Lolita was like, that is so true, because I'm sure, I know you've seen a lot of, people that they just, it's not that we can't do it, we just don't have a point of reference, right? And so I think, and that's why when I wrote my book, Ready, Set, Go, A Simple Guide to Establishing a Successful Small Business, my goal was to help people like me who look like me, give them a point of reference. Because when I started my first business at 23, I had no point of reference.
Yeah.
It was, they didn't have, it was hard getting Black people on the air to even talk about your business on the radio station. Like, it was like pulling teeth. So I wanted to bring you on because I want to see how far we've come. We've come from, that, and that was when we didn't have social media. So, it was manual marketing, hitting the pavement, door hangers, neighborhood, like putting your information inside the newspaper for the week. But
exactly,
the goal is for us to help each other in our community, like help us be great at doing business. And I'm not saying like, and I'm gonna say this for the people that's doing Cash App. I'm gonna say this.
Hit on it, girl. Hit on it.
If you have a Cash App, why not go ahead and set up Square? Because Square is the owner of Cash App. And if that opportunity comes, if your goal is to one day have someone invest, or you want to obtain a government contract, and I'm not saying you can't do it using that, but I'm just saying you might as well go and get you a payment processor or a CRM that would generate your profit and loss statements, so that you can do business if they were ever to ask. If you were ever in a position where an investor say, hey, I want to invest $1 million in your business, but I need to see your profit and loss statement. I don't want to see Cash App transactions. I want to see an actual profit and loss statement of your business. And that's going to give them an overview of what you're doing, like how you're doing business, how much money you're making, where the loss is, if there's a loss, right? So I think it's time for us to really start to level up on this Friday. So Miss Lolita, tell me this. The certifications, how does one even begin the process of certifying their business?
Okay. First of all, let me just state, certification varies from city, state, and county municipalities. So if you're not in, we're generally speaking today about Pinellas County,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and the Florida certification. So if you're outside of those geographical areas, I just want to stress, do some research and see what your actual municipality requires, because it may
Mm-hmm.
vary. It may have some similarities, but it may be some variations. But
Yeah.
with that being said, there's various certifications locally here. First of all, you have your, it's not a certification, but it may be a requirement unless you're in an incorporated area in the county, but your business tax certificate. And what that entails, it was formerly titled as an occupational license. And it basically tells the city or municipality that you are registered and certified to do business in that geographical area. Most county and cities do request a business tax certificate. You can file that at your local city office. The fees generally is it's an annual fee,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and it's due September of each year. It's very minimum. It's $65. With the other certifications, you have the disadvantaged minority, disadvantaged women business enterprise. Now, presently, Hillsborough County offers that. Not all counties offer them, because again, it goes by Congress and what set aside, excuse me, funding is available and designated for those type of certifications. So in Hillsborough County, which you can live in Pinellas County, you can live in any county and still request certification from another county.
Mm-hmm.
So with the DMDWBE, that's a 2-year certification. Again, it goes back to the requirements. You have to be registered with the state. You have to have a EIN number.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you have to. They will request for your business taxes for the previous year.
Okay.
You have to describe in detailed description what services you're providing. It's not a hard process. It's just if you don't have your records organized and that information readily available, it could become bothersome and
Mm-hmm.
create a lot of time for you. So that's why I said everything reverts back to having records in order, not just having
Mm-hmm.
them organized. Separate your legal papers in a way that when you go and need them, you can just go back to your accordion or whatever, wherever you file your manila folder or whatever, and you can go back and just pull that information and have it readily available. Whereas you're not going through all these papers, receipts, or intermingled with them, you already have them separate. It's a time saver. It's all about being time conscious, but you
Yes.
also want to be accurate and correct in what you're submitting. So
Mm-hmm.
just make sure your paperwork, your documents are dated
Mm-hmm.
properly,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and make sure that and you are serious about what business you're doing and what services you're providing, because that is going to be the main thing when you're getting these certifications and you're outlining what your business is. That's how they're going to market you. So if you're saying you're in business as myself and I'm a small business consultant, I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to emphasize that. I may
Mm-hmm.
say included with this consulting, I do record keeping, I do, process management, but you do have to spell it out and be thorough. Don't be relaxed on what you do.
Right.
Whatever you do, be good at it, as quoted from Abraham Lincoln. Whatever you do and whoever you are, just be good at it. So you want to be
Right.
good at it, and you want to have display that attitude of I'm good, I'm the best at what I do, and
Mm-hmm.
I need this certification to show people I'm real, and the
Yeah.
services that I provide will be on top. They'll be satisfied with the service. They'll be satisfied with the outcome. So
Mm-hmm.
again, and then you also have the small business enterprise certification.
Mm-hmm.
You do have that. Those are usually city, municipality certifications. I have personally, I have it for St. Petersburg, the city of St. Petersburg, and I'm also a SBA registered certified business in Hillsborough. So you can have unlimited wherever you choose to do business,
Mm-hmm.
uh, or elect to do business. That's where I would suggest that you tackle those certifications, and you're not limited. So you can have out of state certifications wherever your heart desires to serve,
Mm-hmm.
then
Mm-hmm.
that's where you need to be certified.
This is amazing. Okay, so for my Facebook followers, if you're tuning in, we want to thank you all for tuning in. Alton said, "This is real business talk. It's refreshing to listen to the real deal." Thank you so
Yes.
much, brother Alton. Also, Crystal was like, "This is really good information." So this is leading us up to the next thing. So I'm super excited. So if you are, whoever is listening, if you have a business, if you've been hustling backwards, if you've been on that chitlin circuit, I'm gonna say that it's time to get off the
Not
chitlin,
hustling.
right? If you want to level your business up for this quarter, like we're still in the first quarter of 2022.
Yes.
Lolita, Atilol Consulting Solution, you're having, and this is leading me into my next question. You're having a certification for small business owners webinar to go into more detail about the different types of certification and how they can go about getting these certifications, right?
Correct.
Okay, let's talk
Yeah.
about that. So when are you having this so we can get the people in?
Okay, that will be on Wednesday, March 9th,
Okay,
6 p.m. to 7:15.
Eastern time.
And Eastern time, yes. And I will provide the link. You do need to register. We're going to be direct and very time conscious. So, but I'll get into a little more of the certifications, what they require, the benefits of the certifications, why it's important to have them. And so it'll be more detailed information. It'll be opportunity for the attendees to ask specific questions if they're having
Mhm.
questions or inquiries, or if they ran into any roadblocks, if they attempted to get certified and for some reason have come up with some issues. So that's pretty much what it is. You hit on it, Stephanie, earlier. It's all about serving and bringing or taking the businesses to another level.
Mhm.
I started out, as Stephanie said, we didn't have a footprint. We had to learn on our own and be motivated, self-taught, and
Yes.
everything. And uh, I want to give back. I don't want the smaller businesses to, try to tackle all that themselves.
Mhm.
I have knowledge, I have experience, and I want to share that. It's all about uplifting our fellow businesses,
Mhm.
and we all get to the next level. I want to see sustainability and prosperity for all of us,
Right.
and I'm not going to do that by inhibiting my education and experience and knowledge and keeping that to myself. It's about sharing. And
Yes.
I can't emphasize that enough. I want all of us to
Mhm.
be
Mhm.
successful.
Yes. So I've put the link. So for those that are watching, I've put the link, I've shared the link to register for this certifications webinar because remember, y'all, like it's not about, it's bigger than us, right?
Yes,
So in order for us to help you be better in your business, like you have to do the first step, and that is getting the information. Now, we're not here to fluff you. I'm certainly not that. We're here for you to get this information so that you can go back and apply it. Now,
exactly.
it's one thing to get information. They say knowledge is power, but no, if the knowledge isn't applied, you're just wasting time, right? It's just like even starting a business. If you have no business plan, or if you have a book or author, I'm gonna put it out here. If you don't have a plan for your book, you don't have a plan for the brand, you don't have a plan for the business. Where are we going? We're
In,
going nowhere fast, right?
in circles.
In circles. So again, I put the so tell the people how they can reach you, Miss Olita?
Okay, you can please, I encourage you to visit my website at atilolconsulting.com.
Mm-hmm.
There you could, my various services will be on board.
Mm-hmm.
You could also register for the webinar, the upcoming webinar in March.
Mm-hmm.
Um, at Atilol, we do offer shared space rentals, so you can even schedule a tour to come in and review the facility and see if that's accommodating for your needs as a business. Share space. We do also have 2 community meeting rooms where community organizations, private organizations, or businesses can come in and have meetings there, webinars there, on-site webinars or meetings.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a very quaint, user-friendly location, very private and serene, but very professional. So we offer all of that. Please visit the website, see if there's any services that you or someone that you know may be able to utilize. As I said, we're here to serve and to be a tool or mechanism to get your business to the next level.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm just gonna repeat what Miss Olita said. Uh, she's here to serve. And you have to be successful, you have to serve others, right? How do we do that? Serving by providing this information that Lolita Atilol Consulting Solution has. She's having a certification webinar, certifications for small business webinar. And here, who is this webinar for? It's for the solopreneur, it's for the independent contractor, it's for the small business owners, right? It's for all of those people, right?
Yeah,
If you fall into any of those, if you're doing it by yourself, okay, maybe you're a solopreneur. If you're an independent contractor where you do freelance work, where you're contracted out, maybe you fall into that category. If you're a small business owner where you're up and you're sustaining yourself and you're generating, you have employees, come on, you fall into this too, and you can join this webinar. One thing, again, the question is like maybe, well, what will I learn during this webinar? Again, she's going to go into full more detail about obtaining your business tax certification, the SBE certification, what that is, right?
exactly.
The disadvantaged minority and disadvantaged women business enterprise certification. That is one. These women, we doing business. That is one that you definitely need to have if your plan is to apply for the and bid on these government contracts. So again, it's not just about like just us fluffing you. This is real information that we're going to provide. So I've put the link, I've pinned the link. If you follow me on my personal Facebook page, if you follow Lolita, you can follow her on on social media, Lolita-Pitts. Go to atilolconsulting.com. We have she has the link, hit certification webinar. You can sign up there. I've also put the direct link, a shorter link for you all to register for the webinar. It takes place March the 9th from 6 p.m. to 7:15. It will be a virtual event via Zoom. So registration is required because we got to, our goal is to service the community, but we have to get a head count of how many people will need.
Exactly.
Here's what you're going to get. What I do know. And what I do know is that Miss Lolita is going to give you this information in a way that help you with building your business, helping you
Exactly.
move from the foundational part of the business to propelling forward. So, Miss Lolita, I asked you this question. What was the driving force behind this certification webinar? What were you seeing that you felt was needed to have this? Tell me.
Well, the resources for one. Uh, Over the last couple years, Atilol has also been assisting with funding through the SBA, Small Business Administration. And there is, even though some funding has lapsed and gone away, there is more funding, and specifically for women-owned small businesses, minority women-owned small businesses. And working in this arena, I know there are many just in my county. So even if we go nationwide, that's even more. But
Mm-hmm.
just in my local county and city, we have so many minority-owned women businesses that I know that they could utilize the funding. It'll be
Mm-hmm.
beneficial to them, but they do not have the required certifications. And
Mm-hmm.
so I would hate for this opportunity to be here. And because of lack of, just not knowing about the certification and not having someone to guide them through the process on not being able to be in a position to receive this funding, not only through SBA, but as I stated before, there are other municipalities, county municipalities that
Mm-hmm.
actually have set aside funding for minority-owned businesses.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Particularly, I think in 2022, the more emphasis is being placed on women businesses. So
Yes.
that was one of the driving motivational task that I said we really got to get our women-owned small businesses certified, and be in a situation not just to receive money, to actually overhead and be the facilitator of contracts. That's
Mm-hmm.
another thing. For some reason, and I know it is a lot of red tape and time consuming with contracts, but once you start getting them, it's well worth the wow, and it's well worth your time to pursue. So all of that, and my interest, and also knowing the struggles that I had,
Mm-hmm.
trying to obtain funding and everything, was encouragement to me and a motivation to me. And I
Right.
said, we got to get our small women businesses on track. Man, I'm not leaving you out, because
Yes.
certification, minority owned men certification is just as vital and important as well. So don't think this is just, targeted for women. But if you are a male business owner, entrepreneur, independent contractor, you should also look at being certified. You wouldn't fall under the minority women certifications, but there are also other various certifications that you may be interested
Right.
in and qualify for.
Definitely. So Alton said he registered. He said I registered. I'm looking forward to it. I shared the event in the business group and page. Miss Lolita, I shared this on your page on Facebook, so it's on your page live. Um,
Thank you.
so
Thank
I
you.
want for those who are tuning in, and thank you. We want to give a shout out to those who are tuning in from Facebook, YouTube. We're on YouTube as well. So
All right.
if you know somebody that knows somebody that is in a bit has a business and they're not certified, they need their certifications.
Mhm.
Join us on March the 9th. That's Atilol Consulting Solution will be delivering her certifications webinar. And let's I want you to tell the people, like, what is one of the pain point for your customer, for your audience base? What's one of the pain points that you see them having, and what solutions does Atilol Consulting provide for that pain point?
What is one of the pain points you said as far as a business?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for one, lack of confidence and thinking that your business can't do it. Don't leave that mentality. Everything, it may be a challenge for you, but challenges are good. They're
Mm-hmm.
good for growth. They're
Yeah.
good for sustainability. So don't fear it. Just, come into it, have confidence. If you don't have confidence in yourself and or your business, then how do you expect others to be able to have that confidence in you? How are you going to build your client base if they don't see that this person, this individual, or this business is serious about what they do and confident in the services that they provide? So leave that mentality of fear away, set it aside, throw it in the garbage, throw it out the back door, whatever you need to do with it, but get rid of it. And
Mm-hmm.
then you focus on building. We all start from, we can't start walking by walking. We have to crawl. There's a process.
Yes.
So just be educated on the process, read, research, so that you have a clear understanding of your process. And
Mm-hmm.
then you go full throttle with that process with full
Yeah.
confidence.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't always take funding and money. You don't have to have thousands and millions in your business account, but you do need to surround yourself with the resources and the people that have the same mindset that you have, that's willing to give you some assistance, as Stephanie is with her business and as I am with Atilol, to provide that assistance to you,
Mm-hmm.
so that you can change that mindset and you can begin to grow. We all have to, we got to start somewhere,
Yeah.
and we got to stop procrastinating and really be serious about what we do and the services we provide. So
Mm-hmm.
again, go back, get over that fear, that apprehension, that procrastination, and said, I'm going to do this with my business. I'm going to have to crawl before I walk, but whatever it takes to get to the next level, that's what I'm willing to do. And
Yeah.
then again, surround yourself by those resources, businesses, and individuals that have the same mindset and are willing to assist you, with something. Everything doesn't cost. If you build collaborations and partnerships, you would see that when you have that same mindset, people will come and provide you assistance and
Right.
provide you with the resources. And it's not as costly as you may think once you
Mm-hmm.
establish those relationships.
Yes. Yes, definitely. So if you're tuning in, if you're catching this on the replay, hit hashtag replay. If you want more information about the services that Lolita Dash Pitts, founder of Atilol Consulting Solutions, has, go to her, visit her website. It's in the link is in the description. It's atilolconsulting.com. Oh, let me put the banner up. I'm gonna put the banner up, Miss Lolita, so that they can see your website as it goes across the screen. So can you give the audience words of encouragement
Okay.
before we
Yes. Be serious about your business. Be real serious about your business. As Stephanie mentioned before, we're not going into business just to, most of us aren't, just to say, I have a business, but we want it to be sustainable.
Mhm.
And a good idea is what Stephanie say, brand yourself. Let people know who you are and what you do. If they don't know, they don't know. So we have to get in the realm of letting individuals know who we are, what we do, and be confident in what we do, and be assured that your service, whatever you're providing, that service is going to be an asset and a value to who you serve.
This is awesome. This has been awesome. If this live has helped you and and moved you in any way, just put hashtag, thank you. And this has been a Black History moment for those who are looking. This
Yes.
is this is Black history. This is Black history. This is Black excellence.
Exactly.
When you're passionate about what you do and you're wanting to impact your community in a positive way, this is it. This is it. Yes, we have many Black history facts where a lot of the leaders have passed away, but we have great leaders right here that are living amongst the living and want
Exactly.
to help our community. So you may not hear about them, but listen, that's because they're doing the work. They're doing
That's
the
true.
work. They're doing the work. So my goal is to highlight Black excellence, Black history on my page for the month of February, because I just feel like it's just not about 1 month, and then we get the shortest month of the year, so it's 28 days. But we're gonna rock with this thing for the rest of 2020, because listen, it's time for us to show up with our businesses the right way. If you don't know what you need to do, you know, sure you can get the LLC, sure you can get the EIN number, sure you can get all those things, but what do you want outside of that?
Out of
Do
that.
you want to be able to get contracts with government entities? Do you want to be able to get the funding that you need for your business, right? What are you going to, are you set up the right way? And that's what atilolconsulting.com can do for you, making sure that you get those certifications, making sure your record keeping is on point. And also she provides, she didn't say this, but she does process management where she help you put systems in place for your business.
Yes.
Remember, in order to go to any level, it's going to require that you have a system in place. If you
Yes.
don't have a system in place, well,
That's
you're
true.
still doing manual processes. There's nothing wrong with that, but at some point for you to move to another level, it's going to require you to put a system in place, a process in place. So someone, thank you so much for being such amazing inspiration. I'm so thankful to have crossed the path of both of you. Let's see who that is. I appreciate you too. And we want to just give a shout out to, that's Crystal. Crystal, thank you so much. Crystal, go ahead and register. You know someone in business, have them register for this
That's right.
the certifications webinar. And you know, like Miss Lolita said, this is, you know, we're getting ready to close out, but if nobody knows that you exist, nobody knows to buy into what you're selling. And like she said, we got to build that confidence. Like having fear, that's something that's internal. That's something you're dealing with internally. Has nothing to do with what somebody else said or did.
That's true.
And it may be something that you're dealing with from your past that you got to let go. But what I do know is this: if you truly believe in your brand, you truly believe in your business, you truly believe in your gift.
Yes.
Right? A lot of us have gifts that we're just sitting on because I'm waiting for it to be perfect. It's not. You got to just start, sis. Just start, bro.
Yeah.
Just start. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. So it's time. The time is now. We got to get off this chitlin circuit, because when you're on this chitlin circuit, I'm saying that because I never understood what it meant until my dad broke it down for me. It is what it is.
Yes. Yes.
It's you're hustling. You're hustling. By the time you do get it together, you're burnt out.
You burnt out.
You're burnt out. There's no system. There's no process. You're just going along. Just, you know. And then a lot of people are on information overload. They get information from here, over there. Somebody say do this, and you need to do this.
Yes.
You're like, a year has gone by. You're still listening to all these other different people. So I say, master one thing first. You may have a ton of ideas, but master that one thing first. And once you master that one thing first, guess what? Then now you can spread out. You master the one thing, you got systems in place, you got a process in place. Now you can level up and start incorporating the other things. But you got to master one thing first. And that's the issue with, and I want to change the narrative for our community that we're unprofessional, that we don't do this and we don't do that. That may be the case, but maybe they don't have a point of reference. So that's why you need to get with atilolconsulting.com, because she's going to help you get professional. She's going to help you get them record keeping, get a process in place. So if you say you do this and you provide this, do you deliver on it?
Exactly.
Do you communicate with your people to say, okay, hey, it's not gonna, it's a delay, but do you do it? I'm just saying. So if you need that help, you need to contact Atilol Consulting Solution. This webinar is going to be, this certifications webinar is for the solopreneur, the small business owner, the independent contractor, right?
Entrepreneurs.
That person who feels like, oh, I'm all alone, I can't do this.
Exactly.
You're not alone. You just haven't asked for help. Right? So thank you all for tuning in. Miss Lolita, do you want to tell them where they can follow you, or they can go to your website one more time before we go?
Sure. Website is atilolconsulting.com. Lolita-Pitts at Facebook. I'm also on LinkedIn at Lolita-Pitts. So please feel free to follow me. Visit my website, schedule or book a consultation. I also do laser coaching, so that if you have a specific issue that you've been tackling for a while and it doesn't seem to want to disappear or be resolved, I do offer laser coaching, so that I can, help you through the process, and hopefully get a positive response or resolve for your issue. So, again, social media, follow me, my Facebook page, LinkedIn. I'm also on Instagram. I don't use it that much. I'm being taught. So I'll be getting that up and running soon. So that'll be another social outlet to contact me. And I just want to say, remember Black history. As Stephanie said, we are the pioneers of Black history. We're all making movements. We're doing some things. We're changing a lot of things that are in place. So just remember that, and also remember Valentine's Day on Monday. So make sure your better halves and your companions are, you respect them and consider them. Although every day should be Valentine's Day,
Well, every day is a
but
love day for me.
just make sure you keep that in mind. And just remember to show each other love, respect, and when you do that, you can't go wrong. And we all know who's first and should be first in our lives. So as long as we follow that, there's nothing that we should not be able to overcome and tackle.
All right. Y'all heard it from the best, Lolita Dash Pitts. If you have any questions on record keeping, process management, certifications, if you want the certifications, we need to join this certifications webinar. The link is in the comments. Miss Lolita, I've shared it on your page. So if you all know someone, tag, share. If you're catching this on the replay, hashtag replay. If this has moved you in any way to where you're interested in getting certified, push hashtag thank you and register. Go ahead and register. And we will see you on March the 9th. Thank you so much, Miss Lolita, for coming on
Thank
today.
you, Stephanie.
This
Thank
has
you.
really been good. And you gave it to the people today to give them hope, like give them a sense of hope for their business. I mean, it's not that it's not attainable, it's there. You just gotta put in the work.
Just put in the work.
You gotta
Just
put
put
in the
in the
effort
work.
and time. So
And I'm here to help you with that. So
yeah.
let's get it done, y'all. Let's get it done.
All
Okay.
right. You all have a happy Friday. This
All
is
right. You
a
too.
win.
Thanks again, Stephanie.
You're welcome. Until next time.
Until
Bye.
next time. Love.